Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back. Happy New Year to you all, wherever you are listening around the world. Happy New Year to you, your families. May this be your best year yet, your most successful and faithful, inshallah ta'ala. And as well, brothers and sisters, before we get into the podcast today, I just want to thank you all for an amazing 2023 on After Maghrib, both for the podcast and Jumu'ah nights, which of course started last year. We had a great year, alhamdulillah, thousands and thousands of new followers, subscribers and listeners. We were able to go to events around the world. We were able to launch the new show. We had probably a few dozen guests that joined us from different corners of the globe. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It really means a lot on behalf of myself, Sayed Ali, Sayed Mujtaba, and the whole team at After Maghrib as well. If you are listening on Spotify or iTunes or anywhere else, great, amazing. But this is an episode probably you want to tune in on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, because we have got reaction videos. We're going to be watching videos which have gone viral on TikTok or anywhere else, and maybe just giving our thoughts on it. I really don't know what to expect. We haven't seen these videos, so make sure you hit the YouTube app on your phone, you check us out, and while you're there, like, share, subscribe with your friends and family. Sayyid Ali, Assalamu Alaikum. Happy New Year.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله. Happy New Year to you as well.
وأنتم بخير.
وأنت بألف خير حبيبي.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
كل عام وأنت بخير.
Sick.
You're getting good at this.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. How you doing, man?
It helps to have the United Nations at home, huh?
Alhamdulillah, always does, yeah.
Habibi. I'm well. I echo everything you said about the year. It's been fantastic. It's been amazing. And I'm really looking forward to 2024. Not just because of the podcast, but I feel like it's a year for me where I can focus on Tawheed, Iman and Taqwa, inshallah.
Oof, mashallah.
Yeah.
Inshallah. What's your resolution for the year?
My family did ask me this a couple of nights ago, and I said I'll keep it to myself.
Okay.
I'm a very private person.
I've known. Trust me, I know. 5 years in, I found out that his name's Ali. I'm not.
What's yours? What's your resolution?
I've got
one of many, right?
I'd say 3. I think 1 or 2 I'll keep to myself. But for After Maghrib, I keep saying we want to hit 20,000 subs on YouTube. So sort us out, guys.
We crossed 5, by the way. The previous episode, we said we're just on the 5. Alhamdulillah, we got there eventually. Just 15,000 shy from now.
Yeah, we're there. We're nearly there, inshallah. Hopefully we're on the track.
Yeah.
Some personal goals for work, for my health, and for my family as well. So yeah, man, just growth, inshallah, trying to reach the potential that Allah's given us, to reach. So yeah, man, got to keep hustling.
Fantastic.
Yeah, good episode today.
Yes.
Different one.
I'm excited because the last time we did like a reaction episode was back in season 1.
No way.
Yeah. Do you remember? It was Muharram time.
Yeah.
And I still remember the videos we reacted to. We reacted to that, that young brother who chose Hussein over the toys, and clips by Sheikh Asar Nazar and a few others. It was good. It was really good. So I'm excited now.
Remember that?
Say Jawad Qazwini.
Say Jawad.
Yeah.
Allah bless him. I like that. If you want to check that out, guys, hit. I keep saying hit. Go to the YouTube channel and look at the season 1 reaction videos. I know it's a bit outdated, but it's really good. Really good stuff.
It's worth it.
Yeah. Before we get into it, as usual, we have rankings.
We have some rankings, and I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you like 5. What they called when you go to a restaurant? Condiments? Like I forgot the name. Condiments. That's the one.
Right.
So it's like, isn't that
sauces
basically? Dips, sauces, whether you like with pizza, burger, etc. Like so I'm gonna give you 5.
Yeah.
And bad, you know how to rank them.
Yeah.
You ready?
Okay.
Bismillah. First one, ketchup.
Okay.
Where would you rank it?
Out
of 5.
The thing is, I'm not big on ketchup. But it's kind of like, if it disappeared off the face of the earth, I'd feel emotional. You know what I mean?
Ajib.
So probably 4.
4. Okay. Melted cheese.
Ooh. You can't put melted cheese on everything.
I'm assuming this is like, by the way, American cheese. It's like...
I hope so.
Yeah.
You can't put cheese on everything or with everything. But like probably 2.
Okay.
I'll put it for 2.
So ketchup is 4. Melted cheese is 2.
Yeah.
Where would you put chili sauce?
1. Yeah. That's my desi side, bro.
Ya Allah.
I love the chili sauce.
Okay. How about hummus?
Hummus.
Yeah.
3. Comfortable. I like that.
Okay. Last one, mayo.
Yeah, mayo 5.
5.
I'm not into mayo at all.
Okay.
Mayo is like if I was dying of thirst and if I had chips with salt on it, I had no water, nothing, and the only thing I had was mayo, I'd still be reluctant to have it. Yeah. I would not want that, bro. Don't give me that. No, I'm not a mayo fan.
Well, mayo is dangerous, by the way, for your health and everything. It's just heads up.
Mayo mixed with chili is okay. Okay. Chili mayo is cool. You know, what else? Garlic mayo's all right. Mayo on its own, bro, tastes like I'm eating.
What's your thoughts on sweet chili sauce?
I'm not big on it.
I love it.
Really?
100%.
Why?
It's like the sibling to ketchup, yeah, and you can't go wrong.
Interesting.
Just like how ketchup can go with everything.
How would you rank these 5?
Ketchup will be 1.
Wow.
Believe it or not, because you can put it anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, and even don't ask, but some people have tried it with rice.
Isn't that like a Somali thing?
Is it? I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Then I would say chili sauce.
Okay.
Chili sauce. Although I'm not a big fan of spice, things like that, but I do like a bit of chili. It gives me that hit when you require it. I will go for melted cheese.
Nice.
Because that's amazing when it's on your, your fries.
The nachos, your fries.
Maybe you got some jalapenos here and there as well. Fully loaded chips, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Then I would say mayo.
Okay.
But the thing with mayo, I'm not a big fan as well. You know, every time I've been to like a chicken and chip shop, for example, and they offer me mayo, I say, can I trade it for another ketchup? Yeah. Okay. But I would have chosen mayo last, but hummus.
Not a fan?
No, I had it yesterday for breakfast, and I think it had a hint of garlic to it. So I was like, no, I'm not a fan of garlic.
Just put you off?
Yeah, put me off.
Yeah.
Hummus is 5.
Hummus is elite. I think it's elite. I don't think it's like unbeatable, but I think hummus is beautiful. If you could have hummus with like carrots,
with falafel,
with khubuz,
cucumbers,
falafel, shawarma.
Yeah.
Hummus is beautiful, but you can't have hummus with. You can't have it like with your chips. It's a bit awkward. Do you know what I mean?
Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, it's not your choice.
Have you tried ice cream and chips?
Ice cream with chips?
Yeah.
No.
I used to try that when I was young.
Oh my God. I can imagine it though.
I've tried a lot of things.
Yeah. I like it. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think. How would you rank those? And also, sorry, just before we go on to the videos, a lot of you have sent in dilemmas. So this is a bit of a special New Year's episode. So we asked some of the viewers for dilemmas on our Instagram page. If you're not following, then do follow. And we've got some really interesting ones, some different ones as well. So yeah, head over to Instagram and follow us so you don't miss the next one. Should we start with the videos, Sayed?
I think we should start with the videos, but I need to log in.
Yeah. Well, we're already occupied.
Sorry.
No, that's good.
Should we go?
Let's go.
Let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Bismillah.
Another Hezbollah soldier is taken to his grave. He's the latest fighter to die on Lebanon's southern border, a young father with children. They're shouting they're all ready to die in this latest battle with Israel.
Did you not understand what she said?
Interesting. I understood everything this video said.
I'm so baffled. What?
Are you confused?
No, I'm just listening to Labaik Ya Hussein.
Ya Hussein.
I'm not even thinking what she's saying.
No, did you not hear what she said? Go back to it.
Let's play it again.
Okay,
I understood fully what this is all about.
I was just watching and listening to the guys.
Ahmed thought it was a sad video.
Go for it.
Another Hezbollah soldier is taken to his grave. He's the latest fighter to die on Lebanon's southern border, a young father with children. They're shouting they're all ready to die in this latest battle with Israel.
Now you got it, yeah?
Oh my God.
The way she misinterpreted that.
She's fully twisted the meaning, yeah. So, where do we begin?
This was part of the thing me and Ali had in Canada.
Yes, in Vancouver. I just remembered. Part of the workshop.
So when we done the workshop, we were explaining like Shia media to people, and we showed this as an example of Shias being misinterpreted.
Yeah. So they're shouting Labaik Ya Hussein while there's a funeral procession, and she said that they're shouting, "What?
We are ready to join the latest war." Basically,
yeah, we're all ready to die. Interesting.
So it shows you how like people can misrepresent the truth and twist the facts. That's just one great example.
Yeah.
And this is where? Sky News. Sky News. A reputable. British.
Check it out.
There's been a lot of cases in the last 2.5 months since the conflict started, or since the genocide started on Gaza, where mainstream media outlets have put stuff out there which have been completely nonsensical, and they've tried to translate or even summarize a translation, and it's been so intentionally wrong. Like, it can't even be coincidentally. I saw something yesterday or 2 days ago. It was like how there were captives, Palestinian captives taken.
Yeah.
And it was weird. It was like the captives were male, and some of them were young males who may have been children. Okay? If you see,
clearly knew they were
all children.
They were all like kids, under 10. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you say some of them may have been males who could have been young males or something like that? Bro, what's the harm in saying they're children? Do you know what I mean? But there's a complete clear-cut agenda when it comes to reporting.
Like, since you bring up this topic, I still remember when they were like, when they were like hostages in Gaza.
Yeah.
They were like, children have been taken hostages. And on the other side, for me, it's abduction. Whether you call them a prison or not. And in my eyes, Habibi, you've taken them hostage. When the Israelis, they took their little children to their side of the border.
Yeah.
They call them, what do they call them? Under 18s. So the headlines and all the Western media news outlets, they couldn't say children, so they'll say under 18s.
Under 18s.
It's crazy.
To emotionally desensitize you, so you don't feel emotionally attached.
Well, that's the world for you.
The pain in the heart.
And it shows you why it's important. You need to have Muslim outlets representing the truth.
100%.
Muslims seek the haqq, and the haqq, inshallah, we will do justice.
Free Palestine, man.
Make sure you get a Fire TV.
Free Palestine.
Yep. Next clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Bismillah.
Bismillah. 3, 2, 1.
Iran is completely a Shia country. Those who are in Europe, Arabic countries, they are all Sunnis. The first difference is the number of the prophets. In Shia, there are 12 prophets. Among them is written the name of Ali, who is the leader. But for the Sunni people, Muhammad is leader.
Oh my Lord.
And, they have 6 main prophets. Shia people pray.
She knows 6 main prophets.
Oh, wow.
These stones are called...
Can I take one?
Yes, they are holy stones.
Guess well.
Because the leader of Shia people, Ali, was killed in this land, in Mecca. So it is considered to be a holy stone. I cannot show you.
Oh my God. So she's in Iran. Is she in Iran?
She must be giving a tour to someone in Iranian mosque or something.
She's in Iran. She's saying he was killed in this land in Mecca. Where do you begin? Baba Shinuhai. What? What is this?
By the way, is this a Husayniyah?
It looks like
bro.
And you can see the lafitat and stuff.
And she's given a tour of the Husayniyah.
Yeah.
Allahu Akbar.
Brother.
Are you sure it's not a prank?
It's from a documentary or something, it must be.
Oh my days.
The way it's filmed.
Talk about checking your work before you release it. Honestly, what the hell?
We've got 12 prophets. What was it?
But who are the 6 main prophets for the Sunnis? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, I get it, they'll say 12 leaders. She knows 6 Sahaba. Khulafa Rashidun, there's 10. Well, I don't understand. Is that what you're talking about? Just to clarify for any of our audience.
Allahu Akbar.
What?
Wait.
I like how she grabbed the turba. She was like, these are called...
Holy stones.
They're holy stones.
Oh, astaghfirullah. I don't even want to comment on this because it's laughable.
This is why we need Shia media. Oh my days, I like that. Where did you find that?
Bro, I've just been looking around, innit?
Oh.
Big up Ahlulbayt documentaries.
Oh my days. Well, inshallah, someone can correct her. Somewhere on YouTube or something.
Just open Wikipedia, bro. You don't even need to go on YouTube. She's not even recent. And the poor guy is believing her. Honestly.
Astaghfirullah. Next.
Christ. Jeez.
Ya Allah. Ready?
Yeah, go on.
3, 2, 1.
I said Salam Alaykum and the Kain said Alaykum Salam.
Oh,
that's deep.
Modern day roadman.
Yeah.
They say Salam Alaykum, they can't even say Alaykum Salam.
But the way she pronounced the Alaykum Salam was absolutely
Alaykum
correct.
Salam.
Alaykum.
What? So she said salam to the boys and they didn't reply to her?
No, so she said, I've said to you basically Salam Alaykum, and you can't give the jawab back basically. But she couldn't say the jawab properly. Yeah.
Karen says salam.
She knows her wajibat better than the brothers.
Honestly. She gets the 99 tawab.
Yeah.
They don't even get the one.
In case anyone doesn't know, if someone says salam to you, the alaykum salam is wajib.
Yeah, so that's what she was trying to point out. She must have walked past them saying salam alaikum.
Probably laughed at her.
You know, I have friends who are not Muslim and who say salam alaikum to me. Yeah. I have a friend who's a Hindu brother and he says salam alaikum to me. At the beginning I thought, yeah, maybe he's joking or like he's teasing. But bro, I've known this guy for 3-4 years now. He's one of the most respectful guys. He says salam alaikum to me every time I call him or he calls me. Yeah, we don't speak a lot, maybe every few months, yeah. But the guy's persistent on respecting our beliefs, and he wants to greet me the Islamic way. He'll bring food on Eid, or he'll when it's Muharram, he knows the black flags, all of that. Yeah, because we were neighbors before, so he understands the whole thing.
We mentioned this last time, didn't we? How like a lot of influencers are using Islamic terms.
Yeah, man.
I think I was watching the Fellas podcast a couple weeks ago, and I think Carl Freezy must have mentioned something.
All mad in the dunya.
And then someone goes to him say wallahi, and he goes, bruv, I'm not even Muslim, but they're so used to it now.
Yeah. Noni Madueke is a Chelsea player, yeah? Random guy, they bought him from Holland, yeah? And after the goal yesterday, he scored a goal, I think. And he's like, good game, Mac, on Sky Sports. Yo, good game, Mac.
Yeah.
He's trying to say Akhi.
Akhi, basically, yeah.
But he's a Dutch guy from England who's talking on Sky Sports, he's saying Ak. Like...
Bro, do you want to just remember one, what's his name? MP, the health secretary.
Hancock, yeah.
Matt Hancock
When he went to the mosque.
What did he do?
And he took like 10 seconds.
It was the Eid Mubarak, he couldn't say it properly or something.
Oh my God.
It was like a Salam Alaykum. He couldn't pronounce it, but that was hilarious, man. That was funny.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's good. I like the fact that our culture is
creeping Sharia.
Yeah. I can't endorse
They're
that.
not going to like that.
Yeah, they're not going to like that. It's nice, as I was going to say, it's nice that words or mujamilat are basically becoming mainstream. I think it's good.
Inshallah, by the way, is very common.
Inshallah.
I've heard it a few times, like by non-Muslims. Sometimes when I have a conversation, they say inshallah. Inshallah, basically.
Bro, I've
God willing.
Mustafa knows there's a streamer called Danny Aarons. Yeah. This guy, he goes on these foot asylum shows. He's like, bro, wallahi, I didn't do that. Like, and who was I speaking to? One of the guys in my office. Yeah. He's an atheist, but he's like, where I grew up, he's always telling me, he's like, in my culture, in my friend circle, he goes, we're not Muslim, but he goes, we know that wallahi is like an oath. You cannot break it. If you say wallahi, that's it. I'm thinking, bro, you're treating it better than Muslims do. You're treating the word better than Muslims.
That's so true.
Subhanallah. I like that. That was good. Next one?
We've got quite a few to get through.
Women nowadays, with all due respect, bro, if you ain't got a relationship with your father, especially a female, if you ain't got that relationship with your father, then best believe you're going to be a lousy wife to your husband.
Wow.
Because if you can't take care of the man that cared for you, who do you think you could take care of, bro?
This was a controversial one.
And the best way to find out how a man would be a good husband is looking at his relationship with his mother and his sisters.
Okay.
So it was a bit controversial on Twitter. People were beefing him about how you're saying you can't take care of a man if you've got father issues. Yeah. So what's your take?
I have a lot of thoughts. What do you think, Sid?
By the way, now that I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Just to let everyone know. But I've also seen the clip that he's released after this, clarifying what he said in this clip.
Okay.
But first, I want to hear your thoughts, and I think it's only fair that I reiterate and echo his clarification.
So, I agree. Firstly, Akhi Ayman, I think we all got to take it with a pinch of salt. Firstly,
okay,
that's my
I think we love his character, but you can't really take that from the guy.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's not very learned. Yeah,
I respect the message of what he's saying.
Yeah,
and I agree with like he's talking about the maqam of your parents, the martaba of your parents. That's like, you know, undisputable and whatnot, and the respect that you should have for your parents. So I completely agree with that. So I agree with that. However, I think that's circumstantial as well. Like, I know people who, like, their parents split, their parents, maybe one passed away, or like I know cases of people whose fathers have passed away, sisters and brothers, and or people who had an abusive relationship with one of their parents, or both even, and turned out to be great spouses or great parents, great fathers, great mothers. Do you know what I mean?
I think one of the top responses to this was, okay, let me go back to my abusive father then, if that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Like, not all fathers are great to their daughters or great to their sons, but in this case, daughters. Do you know what I mean? So it's a bit of a generalization. But if presuming you've got like good parents, of course, yeah, I agree with him.
No, I did watch this clip. I remember at the time when I saw it, I think it was shared on numerous platforms.
Yeah.
So it did come across on my feed, but I didn't find any trouble with it because I think I already knew the message behind it.
Right.
You understand? But I did see people commenting, people going crazy, saying, "How can you say that?" etc., etc. But you know, Akhi Ayman, like you said, you appreciate the message behind it. He does say, "Don't take da'wah from me." You understand?
He says, "I'm not a scholar."
Basically, Akhi Ayman is someone who has life experiences and someone who's helping the youth and the Muslim Ummah. He's trying to keep them on track. He's trying to keep them off the streets, take them away from gang life, knife culture, things like that. So that's the work he's trying. That's the field that he works in. But his clarification was, I'm telling you, if this is the relationship you're going to have with your father, basically it's going to come affect your marriage.
Yeah.
But his point was, when he was referencing this point, he's talking about those people whose fathers are still in their life.
Yeah.
He's not talking about the fathers that left them.
Yeah.
He's not talking about the fathers that has abused them. He's not talking about the fathers who really don't give a flying monkey about their children. You understand?
Yeah.
So he's saying, if you have a father, basically he's looking after you and everything, show him respect.
I agree with that. Yeah.
That's the point that he was making.
There's a big point to think about when it means what is today's day and age definition of showing respect.
And it's a universal message, by the way.
Yeah.
This is yani, I don't even think you have to be a Muslim to agree with this.
Yeah,
I find it extra interesting, especially from you, because I think you grew up in a family where you were the man of the house, essentially. So you understanding his perspective, I think adds more to the value of what he's saying.
Possibly. Possibly.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Also, what looking after your father means, like in today's day and age, you know, the right, like Islamically, the rights of the father
are huge,
right? And the responsibilities of father are huge. So if you're a son or a daughter, are you facilitating your dad to do what he needs to be doing by God's law properly? And are you making his life easier in doing that? Or you could argue that's not my job, I'm his kid, he should be looking after me. Yeah, you 100%. At the same time, if you are causing him extra stress, causing him extra like tension day in, day out, you know, you get those like stereotypical middle-aged Arab or Asian dads come home, they're like, oh, I don't want to, angry, and like, do you know what I mean? Like moody, edgy, don't want to talk to anyone, have their dinner, and go to bed, basically. If you're a son or a daughter in that situation, you need to think, how can I show love, care, respect to my father? Obviously, the whole marriage thing is there are elements, because I think when you are a wife,
it's secondary to the primary point.
It's secondary to the primary point, which is about the relationship with your parents. The marriage thing, naturally, how you the way you look at your father, will 100% have an impact on what you think of your husband and what sort of father he will be and how you'll facilitate him to be a father. Do you get me? So I agree with that for sure. We could do a whole podcast on this one.
I was going to say we need to speak about parents.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Children and the relationship, inshallah, between
soon.
The parents and the children. I'm going to love that episode.
I really want to know what people at home think, guys. So comment down below how you feel about this video. That's a very interesting one. I like that. Indeed.
Good
choice.
Good choice.
Before you go on, there was something similar this week as well with the coats and abayas.
Wearing a jacket on top of your abaya.
A sheikh on TikTok came out saying you cannot wear a jacket on top of your abaya.
Why?
Because apparently it goes...
it shapes your body.
Something like that. But I don't think it's for me to comment.
Yeah, so sisters are going to freeze. Unlucky.
No, you have to wear the abaya on top of your coat.
So you wear the coat, then the abaya? Oh, Allahu Akbar. I think that makes it worse.
Yeah, that's not going to help, bro. Especially with your marriage proposals.
That's a separate discussion. With a scholar, inshallah.
Yeah.
Next clip.
Salam Alaykum. Alles gut?
Alles gut, ja.
Okay. Nett.
Soll ich auch 2 Kilo, dann krieg ich mit 2 Kilo vor.
Nein, alles gut, Mann.
Doch,
Nee.
ich bitte dir heute.
Nein, alles gut.
Oh my days.
Basically,
I can't read that
because
guy.
she's like in an Islamic dress, he starts worshipping her.
Like she's royalty.
So she's written when you're wearing a niqab.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
He thinks he's speaking to Jasmine from Aladdin. Honestly.
This man is either one of two things. Either he has high respect for niqabis, inshallah he does, or he's drunk.
Or he's drunk.
There was a follow-up video where he just fell asleep on the floor.
No, I'm shut up.
Oh my day.
Definitely has had too much to drink.
Yeah. I like that.
At least
and she's responding well.
Yeah,
she's not getting
yeah.
creeped out. Like she's not overstepping her boundaries, but she's taking it lightheartedly.
All is good.
Allah yahdi, as we say. May Allah guide him.
Yeah. I like that. That's cool.
I remember this one.
Oh my days.
Allahu Akbar.
Oh my God! What gangster?
Subhanallah. Oh, bless the uncle, bless the uncle. I love the energy.
Bro, that guy, mashallah, he should be on the front lines.
Front lines, honestly.
So can you give context, Said, for people who don't understand the video?
So this is a place where people
Throw pebbles at the shaytan.
I was trying to find a different word to throw, but you know, it's part of the rituals that you have to do when you're there, when you're completing Hajj and everything, where you have to throw the stones towards the pillars of.
It's a sign of rejection of the...
Rejecting Satan, shaitan, etc. Yeah. And this brother, I don't know, he's...
he took the extra mile.
He got out of his wheelchair, bro.
He came with the AK-47.
He got out of the wheelchair, pulled up his... Suddenly he remembers how to walk, subhanAllah. He remembers how to walk. He got shafa on...
That's Iman, bro. Iman got him up.
Honestly.
Subhanallah.
I rate that guy, man.
No, I like it.
I would love to have... like a granddad or like
we need him on the podcast.
An uncle, yeah.
He might point the gun towards us.
No. I remember when I was 7, I went for Umrah.
Okay.
Bro, the way I was dashing it, like, because it's as when you're young, it's fun. Like it's a fun activity, and you think I hate shaitan. Like, it reinforces your iman from a young age. This guy, mashallah, he kept that childhood within him. Instead of 7, man's 87. He's
too much
doing...
Fortnite.
Yeah. The heart is young. The heart is young.
I like that. I love every time I see that video, I crack up. I love it.
I've seen others. I've seen people throw shoes, slippers, and things like that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
Like George Bush.
Yes. When you stood beside Nur al-Maliki.
Yeah. Good.
La'natullah al-shaytan. Next clip.
I've seen this.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Interesting.
Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna
He's got a powerful voice. So you need to collab with that guy, man.
I need to find them.
What is that? They're like Aborigines or what? Was it like a certain community, right?
It looked cultural and traditional.
I found actually, but I think it's like Caribbean maybe.
Yeah,
or something.
There's definitely African heritage in that recitation.
100%.
What do you think?
My first time hit Adhan in that way, but I think like every place of the world has their own way of reciting, the call to prayer, and it's nice to see different tribes,
I think
different
people
cultures.
Are offended by it, but I think it's just
they got
every
offended.
culture is different, just because it's not traditional.
Brother, if they got offended, they're racist.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. That's simple. That's simple.
Islam is colorblind.
They have some racism inside them. But you know, the beautiful thing about this Adhan, it might sound like foreign to us, the way that the methods was recited. So I remember like part of the ahkam of how you recite the Adhan is that you can recite it however you want to recite it, as long as it's not in the way of singing. As long as you cannot compare it to a song. You understand?
But for you, that would be comparable.
Because we've grown up, like from the Middle East, like we've all grown up hearing certain melodies of how they do the Adhan, etc. So it sounds foreign to us, but this is how they do in their home.
I wouldn't compare that to a song though.
No, I wouldn't. But I'm saying it sounds foreign to us.
Yeah.
But because it's foreign doesn't mean it's wrong.
I see what you
My
mean,
point is you can recite the Adhan however way it's comfortable for you to recite it, as long as it doesn't become like singing.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful, man. To be honest, I think it's so nice that Islam as a religion is so culturally diverse. Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said that there's no superiority of an Arab over a non-Arab, or black over white, or white over black, and that's beautiful. And you can see that here. Obviously, I'm not one to say anything. The guy's got the guts to stand up and be a mu'adhan, but you know, like the makhraj of the pronunciation is not in the way of the way it should be done in Arabic, but. Nonetheless, bro, I rate that guy, man.
He smashed it.
I really like that. And I like the fact that there are communities who are facilitating and encouraging people who can recite like that to go up, especially if they're a community which is like a diaspora community for Muslims, like people from a certain background or culture or ethnicity who congregate together and who pray salah together. Why should they have to be forced to adopt, you know...
if anything, it could be making the people of that village feel more at home.
Yeah,
more home, or more spiritual, or more wanting to go pray.
Yeah,
if it is in tune with them.
Yeah, 100%.
And you know the status of a mueddin is great in the eyes of Allah.
Yeah, subhanallah.
And we have to show them respect.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes we take it lightly. We go to the mosque, we hear the brother doing the adhan. We hear him, we start praying. No, I said we have to respect them and praise them.
Yeah.
Say mashallah, things like that.
Yeah.
Encourages them, and inshallah encourages us to recite adhan as well.
Yeah, inshallah.
Let's try recite it in our homes.
Would you ever recite something in like a different culture or with someone from a different culture? Would you ever collaborate with someone like that?
Maybe not in adhan. I have no idea.
Adhan,
yeah.
Recitation or
100%.
Really?
100%. Yeah.
I rate that. You should do it.
That'll be vibes.
Yeah, you should. Start, bro. Release something. Habibi,
with your du'as, inshallah.
Yeah, come on, bro. Let's do it.
You release something.
What do you mean? I'm not a reciter. You've
got like the hidden talent.
Your mosque every week.
We'll find you.
Yeah, but I keep it there. Like this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Gokul's got talent.
GGT.
Next clip.
All right, Bismillah.
Let the sun rotate. I'm not a slave of the scientists. We can obey whatever they say. Clearly, I see the sun moving. Say no, the earth is moving. And how fast is moving? That's some ridiculous speed, Akhi. Yes, it's a kufr. Sheikh Ibn Baz said it's a kufr to reject the sun rotate on the earth. Because the clear verse, clear hadith. So we believe that, alhamdulillah. We are not in need of scientists to tell me about my belief. And that's me.
Oh my God, it's this guy. May Allah guide him.
Shamsi.
Where'd you begin?
The thing is, if you begin, you open up a can of worms.
Yeah.
But let's just stick to this point.
Brother, you're not a scientist, Habib. You're not a scientist. You're a Hyde Park, rap battler. Do you know what I'm saying? Bro, let me just get this right. So he's saying the sun rotates around the earth, yeah?
Yeah. He said basically ignore the science, ignore what people tell you.
Use the eye test.
Because, he says ignore it because he can see the sun rotating.
Right. So he's saying use the eye test, you see the sun, therefore logically, okay, fine, khaf. Let's say, for example, he's right, yeah? So is he saying that the sun goes around the earth? Is that by the same logic the moon goes around the earth? And if the other planets, they go around the sun, are they going around the sun while the sun is going around the earth?
Allahu A'lam. Allahu A'lam. That's why I said it's a can of worms.
Doesn't make sense. And if the sun is going around the earth and the moon is going around the earth, are the other planets going around the earth? Or is the sun going around each planet one by one, including the sun?
Doesn't make sense.
Brother, if your speciality is not science or astronomy or astrology, stay away from it. Please, we don't come on the podcast.
By the way, he mentioned
Earth orbits around Shamsi.
Allahu Akbar. He mentioned the point. He was like, we don't need to take science for Muslims, right? He mentioned something he mentioned a phrase in there. But Islam goes hand in hand with science.
100%.
So long as science doesn't contradict Islam in that sense. So it's completely wrong just to even end his video by saying don't take from science as a Muslim.
If he's encouraging people to stop thinking those goons behind him who are believing every word he's saying, like they didn't do GCSEs, you know what I'm saying? Like Islam encourages research and specializing in fields. Imam Rada alayhi salam wrote a book called the Golden Book of Anatomy. He wrote a book on anatomy. Do you know what I'm saying? You look at Amir al-Mu'mineen, Nahj al-Balagha, look at the first sermon. He talks about the orbit of the planets, and he talks about the universe and the creation, the khalq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the universe. Like if you want to look at science within Islam, there are things there.
Quranically there is.
Yeah. If you want to look at science outside of Islam, look at it, research it. Use your comparative knowledge, use your instinct, and then compare that knowledge with what you learn from the deen and see where it takes you.
For someone to deny factual science, like factual, universally accepted, I think accepted by 99.9% of Muslims, to say the earth rotates around the sun, I can't take nothing from this.
It's part of a bigger thought process of keeping the intellect of a community of Muslims at a low level.
He's got a Shia fetish,
down level. Yeah, I know, he's obsessed. He's absolutely obsessed.
I don't open a can of worms. I think maybe we go to a different clip.
Us, you know?
Leave that to Muhammad Ali on Jum'ah nights.
He's not worth the time. Shia this, Shia that.
May Allah guide him. And guys, if you are home listening to him, please
Shia, what have you done? Have you heard that clip? Anyway.
Wait, do that again. We'll switch to Ali. Do it again.
Shia, what have you done? Like, how much times have you heard this from Shamsi?
That's a thumbnail right there.
The guy seriously has a...
I like it.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk. May Allah forgive us all.
He loves it, doesn't he?
Bismillah.
Oof. اوف ما شاء الله
مسحور يا حسين
من شايف منو سامع ما يتعايش بكل زمن وسهامه شافنه صدره بالمضي بالحزن للضايع للخايف صارت كربلاء الوطن للضايع للخايف صارت كربلاء الوطن
Wow, what a voice.
دورنا صاحب ما يخون المليح ما شفنا غير حسين صاحب صديق ما شفنا غير حسين صاحب صديق
Jinami is like Jinami takes you to the seven heavens.
Oof.
And he was here in London.
Give us a rendition, please.
No. But you know that qasida?
Yeah.
Bro, like, seriously, it's... You know how, like, when Safra al-Allah came out? This is like...
Same vibes.
Similar vibes, and,
You know when you thought it couldn't be topped?
At the very beginning when I heard it, I'm like... I remember I was having this discussion with you, actually, saying Mushtaba. I was like, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. And the author was like, what are you talking about? It's one of the best Latmiya to come out, And then I went and heard it again. I'm like, you know what? This is it.
Beautiful.
This is it.
Beautiful, yeah.
And then subhanAllah, it's like echoed all around the world. Like wherever you go, you hear this qasida, subhanAllah.
And that rendition of when he does the Hussein, the 1 minute stanza or whatever, bro,
it's the highlight.
Rips.
Apparently that was on from the start, from Najaf to Karbala all the way. The Hussein. As a non-stop.
It's just proof you only need one word for a majlis.
Hussein.
You only need the name Hussein. That in itself is a majlis.
Labbaik ya Hussein.
Ya Abu Abdullah.
It's a qasida in itself.
This kid gives us, his voice, he gave me goosebumps.
May Allah, inshallah, allow him to take this spot.
Inshallah. What's his name? Do we know his name?
No. Just randomly came
up. I know his name.
Send this to me.
I know his name.
Go on.
Khadim al-Ihsan.
Allah.
That's all you need. You don't need anything else.
Yeah, man.
That's all you need.
Honestly, he's got a talent.
May Allah bless him.
Special talent.
Bless his parents.
He's got control. He's got power. He's incredible talent, mashallah.
MashaAllah.
Wow.
Inshallah.
That's got stuck in my head now, Mustafa.
Yeah. الشيعي من يمشي في الشارع المانيا. على صوتك.
Haidar.
Thing is, I'm not sure if I should laugh. I'm not gonna laugh. But
What does the caption say?
it says basically when a Shia walks on the roads of Germany. So he's hearing someone with a saxophone making those noises, and normally we associate it with those who beat the drums and trumpets on the day of Ashura and morning of Abu Abdullah Hussein alayhi salam. So I'm not gonna laugh at it. It's funny, but I'm not gonna laugh at it.
It's funny.
I can't laugh at it. But
I love when we see
Shia Crime. I call it Shia Crime.
You know, there's a lot of street performers who do stuff on Muhammad.
By the way, I'm not gonna lie. I do that when someone presses the horn. You know, sometimes like they go beep beep. I'm like Haidar.
There's this guy with a violin. I have to find the video somewhere. But I love these performers. Even the stuff like Allah last year, you'd find videos of street performers doing the tune.
Yes.
Or
people reacting to it.
People reacting. The Nigerian guy on YouTube who reacted to
dancing to it. Astaghfirullah Rabbi.
No, I like it. It's there's no harm in it. Yeah, like there's no insult in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like it. What's the matter? German video.
This is the last video, by the way.
It's the last video. And then we're gonna do a couple dilemmas.
I need to take a sip of caffeine. One second.
Haidar.
Ya Hussein.
Oh, Mustafa.
Had to end off with the Karbala one.
Chai Abu Ali.
I was about to say the same thing.
The editing is
sick.
10 out of 10. Beautiful. Ya Hussein.
Wow.
Ya Abul Fadl. This is...
The video goes on for quite a bit, to be honest.
Oh my God.
You shouldn't have cut it, Sayyid. They should have continued. You should have took us to Ziyarah.
Allahu Akbar.
Yani this literally reminds you of the meaning of what the journey of love means.
Safar ishq. Yeah, subhanallah.
Inshallah, we will get the opportunity this year.
I pray, inshallah.
Inshallah. Wow.
And I wasn't lucky to go this previous Arbaeen on the walk. And now this, Sayyid, you've upset me.
It reminds me of the podcast with Ahmed Sadiq. This is the stuff we were talking about.
Yeah. Wow, what a visual masterpiece.
Well, the visuals, the cinematography, the editing, beautiful. The cuts.
Where did you find this, or who did it?
I can't remember, but I think we've posted on the Ahlulbayt TV YouTube as well, so you can find it on there, the full video.
Yeah. Wow, subhanallah.
It reminds me of a similar one we've seen previously, on a previous reaction we did actually.
Yeah.
With Ali Basri's editing.
Muharram one.
Yeah.
Where he done
a tribute
greatest.
To Imam Hussein. I think that's what the video was called.
I watch it probably like 5-10 times a year. I'm not even joking.
I'm not even gonna lie, I've done it multiple times.
Yeah, it's amazing. Ya Abu Abdullah.
Call us.
Call
us your shrine.
His wiladat's coming up as well.
Soon, yeah.
With Imam Sayyid Ali Islam, Abu Fadl Abbas Islam. So, inshallah, we can be there.
Inshallah.
For Sha'baniya. Yeah, well,
fingers crossed.
That'll be beautiful. Wow. Okay, well, let's do one or two dilemmas. How long we got left? Or how far are we in, Mustafa?
We're about 40 minutes in.
So let's just do 2 dilemmas.
We'll do 2 dilemmas, and there were a few resolutions people sent in.
Couple resolutions, couple dilemmas. All right, do you want to start?
Should we go with dilemmas or
what have you got?
See what catches your eye, innit?
Okay, fine. Let's do a dilemma. Okay, this is cool. Salam Alaykum. I'm a reciter and I've been asked to recite somewhere, and they've asked me what my cost is to do a qasida. What do I say?
Why are you looking at me?
This is for you, bro. It's not for me.
Okay.
I know we dedicate a whole podcast to this.
You know, say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Salam Alaykum. I'm a reciter. I've been asked to recite somewhere and they've asked me to do a qasida. My cost is to do a qasida. What do I say?
So they want to know how much is his hadiyah, basically.
Yeah. But he said the word cost.
Cost.
Yeah, and he's saying.
How do you go about that situation?
The problem is, if you ask me, I'm going to tell you it's priceless. Yeah, you can't put a figure on it.
Okay, so you're saying maybe the guy shouldn't say a number?
It's up to him.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want a detailed answer to this, there's a conversation we've had about this in a previous episode with Brother Nouri Sardar, where we found out people demand 5k for a majlis or something. So it just depends what figure you want to put, whether it's £5 or 5 salawat or $5,000.
It's very circumstantial, I think.
Yeah, every case has its own
discussion.
I like that 5 salawat thing, actually. Yeah. Because that will weigh heavily in the hereafter.
There you go. It just depends how you see it.
Salam Alaikum. I stole things when I was younger from a shop and I don't know how to fix my past. I stole things when I was younger from a shop and I don't know how to fix my past.
Okay. Do we know how old they were?
No. Can I give my...
Go on.
Okay, so I did the same thing.
All right.
I'd done that when I was younger. Not proud of it, obviously.
I'm not a priest.
Sorry, yeah. I'm not
Confession
confessing.
booth.
No, like when I was young, I did that a couple of times. I was like really, really immature, childish about it. Never anything like too much, or like it was just stupid things like sweets and things like that, right? But the guilt ate me alive for a very long time, even till now. Even though inshallah I've repented, hopefully inshallah it's forgiven. But I don't know what to say. I mean, from what I understood, you can repay the value what you think it is to the shop owner. So I did that. I walked into a shop one day and I like tipped the guy the amount I thought I owed him, basically. And I knew it was the same shop, same owners, from before, because it's in the same area and whatnot. So that's for me. But obviously at the end of the day, these kind of things come down to your niyyah when it comes to asking for forgiveness. Like, you have to be sincere, you have to remember it, and you pray for forgiveness, but you yourself don't forget it. So you make the niyyah never to do anything of the same style again, or on any different level, because you might steal money unknowingly. You might take more, might make more income and not keep the money, not pay your tax on it, for example, whatever it might be, different things. But it's a difficult one, man. It's a very, very tricky situation to be in. So yeah, I don't know the ahkam answer, but that's what I would have done.
And yeah, I would say, number one, the fact you have, you've answered yours very beautifully, by the way. And the way you've said it and the way you dealt with it and how you felt about it is amazing. But just for the brother here, or sister, I don't know who it is, I think that the fact that you're thinking about it, you have that sense of guilt, already that's a step towards, seeking istighfar. Yeah. Towards the door of repentance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the fact you were young, I was going to say, I don't know the ahkam, but I think if you're not like baligh, you're not reached the age of Islamic maturity, for example, technically there's no halal haram for you. There is halal, there is haram, but there's no like sin counted against you. I don't know, ask a scholar, we'll look into this maybe on their behalf.
I have just had a revelation of things, I swear. But are you saying that?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm thinking of things I did when I was 10, 11, 12. I'm thinking, alhamdulillah, I'm good.
I could be wrong.
I'm good.
We need to clarify this point. But,
some of the worst things.
But I do remember, like, halal and haram.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe halal and haram does kick in. Maybe it's the wajibat that don't kick in. I could be wrong. We'll clarify it. Yeah, okay. We'll find the clarification of this.
You're not liable for the sins that you did prior to bulugh. You're right.
But I would say
it still weighs on you.
I would say you having that thought, you've come to a conclusion that what you did was wrong. That's enough in the eyes of Allah for you to say, I admit what I did was wrong. I did injustice. I took someone's haqq away. Yeah. You understand? So just go back. If you're mature enough, just go back and say, look, when I was younger, I walked in one day. Yeah. And I took a sweet. I don't know. I took a pack of crisps. I took, I don't know, a magazine, a bar of chocolate. It was at that time, I don't know. Well, my days, bar of chocolate, like a Dairy Milk whole nut, used to be like 30 pence.
Yeah.
Now it's £1.50 for a
little slab
from the petrol station when you want to go grab. Yeah, anyway. So I don't know how much it is at that time. Maybe just tell them this is what I did. He may say, I forgive you. Don't worry about it. Go wait. The fact you've done that, forgive it, inshallah, forgive it. Nice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what's most important is you see forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah. No, you're very right. Okay, last one. I want to be an alima, but I'm a girl.
I want to be an alima, but I'm a girl. Who said there isn't any female alimas?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
You can study, but I think you just can't reach the level of...
No, there are female like scholars and things.
Yeah, we had female scholars on the podcast.
But you cannot... I don't know the ruling, but I think you cannot become a marja, a jurist. I think that was the one.
Yeah. I mean,
there's nothing wrong with it.
You can
study to the level of Ayatollah Marja, but I don't think you could get the title.
Yeah, but the point being is that you can become an alim. Alim ad-din.
There's nothing wrong with
it. From a which is obviously a much lower level if you're talking about like in terms of your years of knowledge. There's female scholars much.
And society, the fact she's asked this question, I'm assuming, she's looking to seek knowledge, inshallah. May Allah bless her in this path. Is that in our societies, people always assume like everything falls on the shoulders of men. Like you have a question, you go ask a male scholar.
Yeah.
You want some Islamic advice, you go to a male scholar. You want everything has to be done by a male scholar, for example. Who says you can't do it with a female scholar?
Maybe it's on our responsibility as a community to make it more known that women can and should study, and also to give more opportunities.
Like when I was young, I know now, like in the Iraqi community and other communities around me, I knew there were like female ulama. That existed. So I think it depends where you come from.
Yeah.
And in the communities you're in, but there's
London
there's nothing wrong with
a big thing to have female scholars.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
But what I think it is, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe Mushtaba, you can echo my words here, but the majority of female scholars that I knew were either married to a scholar.
Yeah.
Or they were daughters of scholars.
I think the issue is it's hard to find a place to study. To become a female scholar. Like Hausa isn't as easily as accessible.
There are places.
There are, of course, but it's not as easy accessible.
And you can even do, like, mainstream universities have courses as well. Obviously, they're not like Hausa. But you can study Islamic studies at university.
If I'm not wrong, for example, Khatim al-Nabiyin in London has classes for women.
Islamic College.
Now you have online e-Hausa as well.
E-Hausa,
they take female
academy,
candidates.
There's different. I can think of in London. I can think of 3 or 4. And even some of them are lower levels in terms of commitment. So in Stanmore, in my local community, they have an academy. I went for a few years. They've run it till now. On a weekly basis, they have an alim come in. Who will go through something. It could be tafasir, it could be aqaid, it could be tarikh, it could be akhlaqi, or whatever it is. But like just on a foundation level, for you then to go and dip your toes further into a certain field of studies. And also we have Jumu'ah nights. So people can study on there, not on a level like there's a lot of resources.
I would say
online.
go to your local resident alim or something, and ask that question. You know, I want to pursue this path of knowledge. I want to become an alima. What's the steps to it?
And if it doesn't exist, they'll help you create those steps. For the
beautiful
generation.
Beautiful. May Allah reward her, inshallah. We do have some New Year resolutions.
Let's do that.
Let's do a few. We'll share some. So we asked a question on Instagram and we said, what's your New Year's resolution, peeps? For people who don't know what peeps means, it means people, basically.
So I'm guessing you didn't post that.
I definitely didn't post that. I would have said human beings.
Ali would have said brothers and sisters.
Yeah, you know me. So someone said, catch up with qada namaz.
Oh.
I think that's a big one.
Wow.
That's a huge...
I respect that person,
huge one.
Inshallah, we can all do it if we've got any.
Inshallah. Someone said to subscribe to After Maghrib.
Definitely.
If you haven't already, then I don't know why you're watching the show. Never miss a salah intentionally. And pray all of it, not just fard.
Wow. I rate that.
Be more spiritual. Read more books. To ponder upon the verses of Quran. I think that's so important.
Beautiful.
Because, we always mention this on some podcasts and conversations we have where we say, we just read like parrots,
yeah,
without reflecting or pondering or trying to understand the wisdom behind each verse.
If you, sorry, said follow.
And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you know, he says an hour of reflection is worth 70 years of worship.
Yeah.
And the fact you want to take this into your New Year resolution, you're on the right track.
Yeah. I mean, you could do like, you could either do it the fast track way over the year, and you could look at 2 surahs a week, for example, on average, 108 weeks, or 108 surahs and 140 out of 140, whatever. On average, about 2 a week. Complete the year by studying, even on a very surface level. Read the tafasir, and even read the surah itself, obviously, and the commentary of it and whatnot. And then by that time, the end of the year comes, you've looked at the majority of the Holy Quran in to a good level. Like, there's a lot of us, you know, we will have maybe heard of the name of a surah, and we'd be like, yeah, I've heard of the surah, but I don't know what it's about. Or I don't know the message. I don't know where it was revealed, or the context it was revealed in. Or even, if you don't want to do it on a mass level, you could even do it on a more, like you said, an hour of reflection. So you could focus on a specific surah for the month. Surah this, 12 surahs across the year. By the end of the year, I think that's nice, actually. I'd prefer to do that on a personal level.
Yeah.
By the end of the year, you know 12 surahs really well. You know, you can drop the verses, you know the commentary, you know the history behind it, you know the way in which the ta'wil of the surah in today's day and age and its relevance. Yeah, I really, really like that answer.
And by the way, even like, we can say pause pondering on the verses, but try to understand the context of the actual surah itself.
Revelation,
because a lot of the stories at the end of the day, 99% of them, like the majority of them are actual stories. I remember as a child, I used to always hear Quranic stories, and they're so beautiful, and they're still alive with us till today. And if we can not just like ponder on the verses and read the Quran, but actually try to understand what that story is, what's the moral behind every chapter there is in the Quran, bro, I think it will really help. Down the line, you're gonna come one day, 5, 6, 10 years, you're gonna say, you know what, I just remembered a moral from that pondering I did, or from that, you know, tafsir that I did. And you can implement it in your life.
They come into play in the most random parts of your day.
They really do.
Random part of your day, you go, oh, I remember this prophet, or I remember this story of this community in history or whatever, which Allah blessed or punished or whatever it might be. And like, those are really small moments where you're like, you know what, I'm grateful I did that.
I'm gonna read 2 more.
Okay.
Quick ones, yeah. Becoming a better Muslim and taking care of myself physically and mentally.
Nice.
I think they go hand in hand.
100%.
Yeah, and they do go hand in hand. They do.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There's another one.
So can I just say,
go on.
19th of January, we're doing an event with a mental health specialist in London.
Yes.
Talking about mental health at SOAS University. So if you are in London, check out SOAS Absoc on Instagram. We're going to be there with Dr. Sarfraz Jiraj, who's like an incredible psychiatrist. And he's worked with Ahlulbayt TV in the past. He's very reliable. So check it out. Get your tickets and be there. Be square.
I'm looking forward to that event.
Yeah.
And I'll say the last resolution. Because, bro, there's like tens and tens and tens. And it's only fair we read as much as we can. Last one I've chosen is this: to be kind and gentle with the people around me.
Very nice.
Why I chose that one? Because it reminded me of a beautiful saying by Imam Ali alayhi salam.
I know what I'm going to say.
What was it?
Act in such a way with people where in your presence they crave you, and when
live amongst people,
gone, they miss you.
Live amongst people in such a manner that if you are alive, they crave your company, and if you are dead,
they miss you.
They miss you, basically. Yeah, that's like.
I knew you were going to say that. That's your favorite hadith.
It is. It's one of my favorites.
One of your favorites. Yeah. I knew that. That's how well I know you.
Alhamdulillah.
So Ali, Happy New Year.
Ahmed,
I enjoyed it.
My Harun to my Musa. Habibi.
MashaAllah. I like it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I know it's a bit different. We are going back to normal discussions from next week. Inshallah. Looking forward to it. This month we have, off the top of my head, 2 or 3 guests, which is cool. So stay tuned. We're going to start 2024 with a bang. So make sure you subscribe. And look, let us know what you want to see from After Maghrib across the year. As we mentioned, we're trying to do as much as possible. We'd even consider doing a 3rd show on After Maghrib. So if you've got ideas for that, if you want to see a certain type of content, which is produced by our team, then let us know.
I think we've got 2 in the pipeline.
Yeah, we've got 2 ideas in the
that
pipeline.
we can hopefully pull off eventually.
Inshallah. Let us know what you think as well. Yeah. Anything else to add?
I was just going to say subscribe, hit that like button, and just share this conversation with someone you think is going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yani, I enjoyed it. I'm sure you did, based on the reactions.
Yeah.
And inshallah, it's meaningful to everyone watching at home or listening wherever they are around the world. Make sure you buy an Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah. You don't
even have to buy it. Just become a partner with Ahlulbayt TV, and you get it for free.
Yeah. I use my Fire Stick every day.
And check out Jum'ah nights with brother Muhammad Ali.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala.
I was just trying to remember.
How many weeks did it take him? 27?
72 episodes.
SubhanAllah. No, how many Jum'ah nights episodes? What?
It's 23 episodes of Jum'ah nights.
Yeah.
Ya Allah, alhamdulillah. I got there eventually.
Mo Ali, hope you appreciate that, bro.
I got there eventually.
That one's for you. All right, guys. See you next week, inshallah. Take care.
Love you all. Assalamu alaikum.
Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.